Homestuck is a popular webcomic by Andrew Hussie. There are many fans who call themselves Homestucks, but there are also many who want to become Homestucks and don't really know how. So, how do you become a Homestuck? That's easy. First, you read the comic. Second, you tell others. Third, you cosplay or make fan art or both. And finally, you fear horns and buckets. So, the first step is actually reading the comic. How can you be a fan of something you've never read before? A young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, 2009, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be? So that's the first page. Now there are thousands more for you to read. I promise it gets better. At first it's a bit boring, but then you start to really get attached to it. And it becomes insane, but it makes sense at the same time. The second step is to tell your friends about Homestuck. Homestuck. Read it.
Okay. A young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April 2009, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be?
Does that sound interesting?
Yes.
Good. Will you keep reading it?
Yes.
And that is how you get your friends to read Homestuck. You don't have to be nice, just say, hey, there's a webcomic called Homestuck, go read it. You will enjoy it. The third step to becoming a Homestuck is basically contributing to the fandom. One way you can do that is by cosplaying. One of us. One of us. One of us.
Good mustache.
One of us. Trolls have gray skin, so you have to use gray face paint. Another way is by drawing. You can even create fan comics, or fan art, or fan fiction. Anything's fine as long as it helps contribute to the fandom. The fourth and final step to becoming a Homestuck is understanding the inside jokes, such as, honk.
KMC?
See? She understands, but she's not a true Homestuck yet since she isn't afraid. Another thing is, bucket.
I don't know what that means.
And you can tell she isn't a true Homestuck yet. There are many things, like Nepeta walked into a club. That can be taken as a fun way, but Homestucks will get it. So when you're able to understand those 3 jokes, you will then know you are a Homestuck. Well, I've just demonstrated how to become a Homestuck. And it only took 4 simple steps. The first step was actually reading the comic. And remember, just go to mspaintadventures.com. It'll be the first page that pops up. The second step is to tell your friends. You, Homestuck, read it.
Okay.
The third step is to cosplay, draw fan art, make fan fiction, anything that contributes to the fandom. And the fourth step, mastering the inside jokes. Honk.
KMC.
I hope you learned something about Homestuck and how to become a Homestuck. If you have any questions about it, just come ask me later. So, see you later. Honk.